talked about inexperienced winners. They have fight. They're improving in our formula of whether it's offensively, defensively. It's just I'm going to have to trust the referees that all of those are fouls. And so it's just tough, again, like Pitt did to us. They just get to the free throw line too many times. And so the intensity, the aggressiveness, everything is there. Maybe we have to play a little more purpose on the defensive side. And maybe when we do have wide open shots, we have to shoot a little better percentage, especially beating, again, you're going to face a ranked team, it seems, night in, night out. To do that, you're going to have to shoot, you're going to have to make your open shots, and we didn't do that tonight.
How tough is it to mount a comeback when they're going to the line on every foul for the last 16 minutes?
It's very difficult, and yet we almost did it. There was the time where it was one possession game, down 3 with 2:15. They'd just gone up 10. It could have went either way, and I put a small lineup in. I loved. We started to run and jump a little bit more and changed the pace to our liking. But again, they just dropped their head, and it seemed whenever they dropped their head, they got a foul call.
Jay Mitch was just talking about wanting to avoid getting a rep around the league, of being a team that reaches in, gets those kind of calls. Did you think in your mind that maybe I need to do something with the referees to kind of?
No, you don't do anything with the referees in the Big East. They are their own. Their own fraternity. You just kind of leave them alone. It's you have to make adjustments, and for the last 2 weeks we've ran for fouls during in practice and the scrimmages and did drills without we're going to pressure the basketball, but you have to do it with your feet and not your hands. And believe me, some of those were fouls. Ben's Hansbrough's foul. I can't remember how much time was up there. They're up 3. It was clearly a foul. JB literally had 2 hands on him. So we have to improve in that. I think that's something we can. I think that's something we will, or they're going to be very tired during practice.
You preached about having your team find another Ashton Gibbs type of playmaker. Is Ben Hansbrough of the same mold?
Yeah, and I think Jay Mitch is starting to be ours. And those guys, you have guys in the Big East who just find ways to make their team win or keep them in or score points. And last couple of games, Jay Mitch has certainly done that. And Hansbrough is he worked harder an hour and a half before the game than some of our guys do in preseason or postseason in workouts. He's a winner. There's a reason why he's very driven. And Jay Mitch starting to hopefully become that go-to guy.
Did you just lose track of him a few too many times, Hansbrough?
Lose track of Hansbrough?
Yeah.
No, he just took the ball and manhandled us most of the time. So, yeah, a couple times they have they set good screens. He uses them very well, shoulder to shoulder. He does everything textbook. But I think a lot of what Hansbrough got was 11 for 13 from the free throw line. No, we didn't lose him. He drove into us.
Overall, is it encouraging or somewhat discouraging?
Again, when you fight and your guys that have that kind of energy and passion for one another, what am I going to do? Yell at them and scream? No. But we have to find ways not to beat ourselves at times. And whether it's turning the ball over against St. John's or fouling like we did against Notre Dame and Pitt, it's difficult because they're top 8 teams right there. And so they put so much pressure on your defense, but we're a good defensive team. We have a great formula. Our guys understand it. We have toughness about it. We just have to stop using our hands, apparently.
Just one last thing with the zone. You used a lot more zone, I think, than you have.
We're doing it more and more, and I think we're coming better at it. And probably my fault because I'm not a zone person. Coach David Cox is the guy who kind of is my zone person, and he's been working on it, arguing with me every time I do the practice plan. Let's put in more and more time to work on it. And again, this is a team you don't zone, but I thought we did a good job
to protect yourself.
Yeah, and they were scoring too many points in the paint. They were just getting into a flow of scoring in the paint. I think our guys are doing a better job with it.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.